Turn my headphones up. That's ready. That's good.
Yeah, that was fire. All right, we ready?
I think it is.
Two sway.
Good, baby.
Scoochie Poochie.
And
Didn't want to leave you hanging.
Acid in the fucking building.
Yes, sir.
Jonesy.
Joe.
2 times.
2 motherfucking times.
Dos veces.
veces.
In the fucking building.
In the flesh.
It's Kush, you already
Shout
know.
out to Kush.
It's Kush, you already know.
Kush_talk_radio.
Much love to you and your family, bro.
Word up. Rest in peace. Abuela Kush. You know what I'm saying? We
Word.
shouted that out last week. So this is why he's not present with us in the physical, but you know, in the mental, he's always here with
It's
us.
Kush, you already know.
You know who I am.
We
Ozone Jones. You already know. Follow that on the IG. We live every Sunday. It's the Jones Hour.
Joe.
The Jones Hour. Here. Live on the IG and the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to that YouTube, man. We appreciate the new followers that have already been showing us some love. So, you know, you already know if you want to catch the live, call in 347-898-8914. We're going to have to try to post that real quick, but
I got you right now.
To the left of me.
With Scoochie Poochie.
And Acid.
Yes, sir.
Producer of the motherfucking Jones Hour. How the fuck you doing, bro?
Pretty fucking good.
Word, man.
Yeah, feeling good.
Shout out to you, bro.
Mentally, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I feel you. Had a new job going. Everything good with that?
Yeah, it's just starting up. It
That's
hasn't
what's
really
up.
popped yet, but it's about to.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Everybody get your money, man.
Yes, sir.
Get your money. I know sometimes, because I feel it sometimes, man. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, yo, fuck this job, bro. But then you know what? The money be the motivation.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, like, damn, if I don't go to work, I know my check is going to be hurting that one day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you might not have sick time like me. You know what I'm saying? Left over. So you can't really afford to miss any days. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So it is what it is. But, you know, let your money be the motivation to how you get it out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because shit is real.
Shit is real.
Shit is definitely real. And I'm just here.
What are you doing over there? It's on the board. Are you trying to switch it over?
Yeah.
The bottom ones.
No,
So
I was
the bottom
trying to
arrows?
press that. No, but it's not.
Hit the bottom arrows on it. Bottom arrows on the screen.
Yes?
Yeah. Boom.
Oh, you see?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to
Press the pad.
Oh, that's right. We back together.
Yeah.
Together.
I
I
bet
was
you
trying
figured it
to
out.
drop a gem and I lost it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I lost that gem.
All right, before we get into other shit though, let me do a quick shout out to
Yeah.
Fly High Hoagies, man. Gary with Fly High Hoagies. Shout outs to him. He's doing a new pop up, actual restaurant pop up. To place your reservations, hit him up, DM him on IG at Fly FLY dot High Hoagies Inc. That's FLY dot High Hoagies Inc. Shoot him a DM if you're trying to make reservations, man. He's trying to make the full meals for you guys. All THC, all infusions, good shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're definitely a testament, man, because we already had the Philly cheesesteaks.
Mm-hmm.
Even though mine didn't have cheese, it was just a
Philly steak.
A Philly steak, you know what I'm saying? So, but definitely tasted mad good, and definitely had me lit. Like, you could see the video if you check us out on YouTube. You could go play that back. You could see our reactions, see that it was no joke as the progression of the show went on.
Yep.
How it started, you know, hitting us. And then we had the infused soda too, you know, to go with it.
I smoke a lot of bud, bro. His shit gets me smacked, man.
Yeah.
Still gets me smacked.
So it was we're a testament, just in case if you need some assurance.
Yeah,
for non-believers.
We'll give you a real testimony right there, bro. Testimonial.
Where shout out early on the IG. So you already know, follow the Jones Hour, hit that subscribe. But let's get right into where we left off in the Super Bowl and shit like that. Shout out to the Chiefs for winning it. You know, they did their thing. So I want to, you know, give them some love. You feel what I'm saying? Mahomes, you know, he's still the man, bro.
My homie.
Yeah, he's top notch. He's top notch.
Yo, we called it last week, bro. We called it last week. I said it myself. All right, I'm not gonna put myself on a pedestal, but I said it my fucking self. All right, if the Giants beat the fucking undefeated Patriots, the fucking Chiefs could beat the fucking Philly shitbirds. Oh, they put me on. Call them pigeons now. Rasheed Wallace. Shout out to Rasheed Wallace calling the fucking Eagles pigeons. I was like, oh, you could call them pigeons.
Alright. The Philly pigeons.
Woo!
Sounds about right. Nah, but I ain't going front. Let's just break it down real quick. It was a good game. You know what I'm saying? 38-35. You can't
one of the best fucking Super Bowls.
Yeah, like back and forth. They had a 10-point lead. He comes back, you know, Mahomes, Chiefs do their thing. They wind up winning the game. But here's what I wanted to say about it. You know, based off of what we said last week. Because last week I said, you know, if Jalen Hurts is gonna win the Super Bowl for the Eagles, he's gonna have to do some like big play type of in the situation.
Yeah, at the end of the game, big fucking
to win
play.
It for them. Because if he can't do that, because he hasn't really shown, like, they've been smacking people all year, the Eagles. There hasn't really been no tight games. You know, Mahomes already got it under his belt that he could come from behind at any type of points. You know what I'm saying? Yep. At any point in the game. So, you know, that was the difference right there, in my opinion, in terms of the two teams. Now, shout out to Jalen Hurts because he was doing his thing, though. He was killing. So,
you can't say in the beginning they were fucking dominating.
Nah, yeah, he was killing. So, I mean, I feel like, you know, in those big plays, he showed up. You know, he had 3 touchdowns and whatnot. But, you know, the call with the ref on the holding, you know, I mean, I understand that it is a holding and you can't really... I understand that it's a holding and you can't really front on the right call and shit like that. But the difference of that holding call, we didn't get to see if Hurts could make that big play. Because the reality was, whether it was a holding or not, odds are Kansas City is still kicking the field goal, and they're still going to be up 3 points, 38-35.
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, the main difference with that holding penalty in terms of Eagles using all their timeouts and everything like that to try to stop the clock, and it was already past the 2-minute warning, It went from them maybe having a minute 40, minute 30, around that range, minute 43 in terms of time left when they're getting the ball back, as opposed to the 10 seconds they was left with at the end of the game. And I think that holding penalty was the cause of that. So I think we didn't really get to see if Hurts could make that play, and that's where I was kind of subjective in terms of how I felt at the end of the Super Bowl, because you definitely want to make the right call at the right time. And obviously, if maybe you didn't make that call, now the Eagles are on the field and they win the game, you might look back at that as the missed call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't take the fact away that Jalen Hurts still would have had to try to, drive the field, no timeouts, down 3, get his team to possibly into field goal range at the least to tie the game. You know what I'm saying? If not possibly win it on a touchdown. So I think that's what the kind of part that we was robbed of in the Super Bowl. But it was still a good game regardless of that. And the game is the game. And they're gonna unfortunately make those calls. And I feel sometimes like they need to like not want to make so much of the call.
Mm-hmm.
And just let the players decide. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, you wouldn't have. It was light on the grab of the jersey. Obviously, it definitely was the holding, but like you could have let it rock.
Yeah.
You could have let it rock, and that would have been the end of that. Like, because at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like Kansas City still would have put up that 3 points and still would have been up 3.
Yep.
And we would have seen it. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles was real deal at that very moment, because they would have had a less than 2-minute drill, probably getting the ball at the 25. You know what I'm saying? Like a touchback or something. But you got to go 75 yards in a minute and 40 or a minute and 30 with no timeouts. So make it happen, Captain. Or
make the miracle real, bro.
Yeah. Or fall to Mahomes.
Yo, if that shit was scripted, good script.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. They kept us,
edge of our seats.
Word, yeah. Facts. Good script, NFL. So now let's go to the nextly scripted NBA. You feel what I'm saying? Word. We had the 3-point and skills competition and slam dunk contest.
Yo, Mac McClung.
Yeah, word. Well, let's shout out Dame Lillard first. He won the 3-point contest.
Always shout outs to Dame, bro.
Randall only had 13.
We got nothing but love for you on fucking Jones Hour, man.
Word. Where Dame Dollar.
We're huge fans.
Yeah, you be doing your thing,
mm-hmm.
especially this year, quietly.
Oh yeah, I mean that's how it happens in Portland, man.
Yeah, but I got my own feelings. I mean, I feel his loyalty, but I mean, if you really try to chase the ring, I mean, if you want to be the all-time great of Portland, no problem, you got that. You're gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? But if you really want to get a ring, you're not staying in Portland.
Yeah, I mean, so they're a team with rings though, so like. I think I don't think he could get that unless he gets them a ring. Right. If he gets them a ring, absolutely. I think he's more talented than the other previous great players of Portland, but he needs to get a ring to be put into that.
Solidified.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, I feel the same way. So we see how that goes. But shout out to him. He won that.
Shout out to the loyalists, man.
Word.
Your fucking Dirk Nowitzki's. Eventually, yeah. I hope they eventually win a chip. I really do.
Yeah.
But keep going. Sorry to cut you off.
No. I feel you. I feel the same way. I feel the same way for those type of players. Reggie Miller, Indiana.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I commend those players. I'm definitely that type of a fan for those types. But the Jazz won the skills competition. Clarkson, Kessler, and
didn't it look bad at the end? Weren't people really missing the fucking threes and shit like that?
Oh yeah, for the rookies, man.
Yeah,
it was horrible. But and then Mac McClung, I think. Go ahead. You had the question.
Is the 3-point, it's the dunk contest saved with Mac McClung's performance, because we had a really horrific dunk contest last week. The dunk contest, last year. Mm-hmm. The dunk contest last year was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like, shout outs, I love you, Obi, but like it was fucking bad, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
Jalen Green like ruined it. You know, like outside of Jalen Green, you also have like if it takes you 8 tries to make the fucking dunk, don't do the fucking dunk.
Word. Nah, yeah, I agree because I mean that's why they had a new kind of format. You had a minute and 30 seconds, and you only got 3 attempts. You know, within that minute and 30 seconds to get your dunk off. You know,
yeah.
And you know there was no extra shit. Everybody really got it within those 3. You know, no one got like an automatic L for not getting their shit off. Like they was able to do it.
They didn't extend it on some lame shit and like let them keep going.
Yeah, nah. I mean, shout out to Jericho Sims because he's a Knick. But you know, the 2 elbow shit, I thought it was fire. If he would have definitely been able to get that second one in, it didn't really get all the way in. But when you seen how high he got on that slow motion replay, you're like, oh, bro, like his whole face was above the rim. It was like OD.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, shout out to him and NY in the building. But Mac, man, like first of all, his bungees is crazy.
Yeah,
that dude could jump through the fucking building. Like he doesn't even look that tall. Like when you seen him on the sideline, he's standing next to the regular folk, not the NBA players, and he's looking fucking.
Prove like white boys can jump.
Word, facts. And he was wilding. He was straight wilding, like the 540, the jumping over the homie when he kissed it off the backboard and dunked it. Then he did the double pump fucking reverse shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dunked it over 2 people.
Dunked it over 2 people, facts, when he did that.
And didn't miss one.
Didn't miss one. All of them was automatic. At the end, that 540 was OD. You know what I'm saying? And what people is not realizing in that 540 is that he brought it down to it.
The hezzy fucking pump, bro.
Son, he was wailing. I think, and this is my personal opinion, but this is what I'm feeling like. This is what the NBA should do. They should allow all them crazy dunkers do that dunk contest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those ones that like you see them on their videos and they just randomly show up to a dunk contest and all of a sudden they fucking doing like a double East base type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like straight wild out shit you never seen. Like they should just let them put on a show for us.
Why not? Yeah.
And do that, and pay those cats each like maybe, pay them like each a little 20 racks to perform, but then the winner could get an extra like 25. You know what I'm saying? So they're competing for the 25, but they all getting 20 automatically. Like you the NBA, you got mad bread.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think people, no matter what,
and let them put on a show for us.
I don't think he necessarily saved it, over the fact that like he's not a star. Like people miss having star basketball players or star role players like win the dunk contest. Right. Like when was the last time you had a star role player or all-star type player win the fucking dunk contest and do it in dominating fashion?
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, they don't even want to be doing it because look, I seen some shit that they posted like I think it was yesterday or today, where it was like the NBA offered $1 million to Kobe, LeBron, T-Mac, and Vince Carter to compete in the slam dunk contest, and it didn't happen.
Yeah,
I wonder who was the people that was with it or not with it in that situation, because I feel like out of all of them, the guaranteed that was winning was Vince Carter.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But like if you told me you would give me no matter what the money was, all right, and I was losing to Vince Carter, I was like, no, I don't want to do that because we don't lose to fucking Vince Carter.
Nah, yeah, but it's $1 million.
Yeah. Who am I going against? Oh, it's T-Mac and Vince Carter. Oh, great. The fucking greatest dunking family in fucking history.
Word. Yeah, so I seen that. But, but Mac did his thing. And I feel like, because I can't think of any of their names, man. But they even did say the people that are going to the 2K studios, putting on those fucking black shits with all the dots so that the computer could, like, catch their movements and shit like that, and they're doing the craziest dunks like that, bro.
Motion capture shit.
Word. Yeah. Those people, Get them dudes to go in. Like
mocap guys. Get me the mocap thing. The ones that shoot the shit for 2K.
That's what I'm saying. Like if NBA was smart, they should infuse 2K with their type of fucking promotion with it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And do that because there's a big gamer society within 2K. A lot of cats that probably never even played basketball in their life, but will fucking smack you by 50 real quick online. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't even playing.
Facts.
But that's my proposal. But shout out that. But I want to get into the Knicks and Dimes real quick.
Knicks and Dimes.
You already know. Oh, we got some check-ins. Oh, shout out Marvelous. You already know. Kobe, Mac. Yeah. That could have been some crazy shit, right? You know what I'm saying? I feel like LeBron should have did it. I think that's one part of LeBron's legacy that he might have fucked up on because, Jordan did it, Kobe did it. T-Mac did it too because he was in the fucking slam dunk contest with Vince Carter, but everybody forgets about that because Vince Carter was crazy.
Yep.
So was like fucking so was I think Allen Iverson. So was I think Andre Iguodala. So was I think
Prime Iggy, bro.
Jerry Stackhouse. Jerry Stackhouse had a crazy dunk right after Vince Carter, like crazy two-handed 360 thing dunk. That
everybody was fucking so insane, bro.
Vince Carter went off and everybody forgot about it. You already Yo, shout out to IG.
The rest is history.
Yo, Jay was good, B. Shout out. Me and Jay used to ball hard body back in the day, man. You already, yo. I seen him come up. I remember when we was younger kids, man. He was shorter than me, and then one fucking summer, this motherfucker just grew mad taller than me and shit like that. You already. Yeah, man. But Knicks and Dimes, you already know. We're going to get into this Knicks talk. Shout out to the Knicks for what they did with Josh Hart. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, at first I was mad at the deal, but you've seen how he's able to play cohesively with Jalen Brunson. You know what I'm saying? And when you see that, like, you see how they was and kind of like they Villanova days and how they're able to play off to each other. And you know what? Josh Hart is like this Swiss Army knife type of player where you see, like, he could do multiple things. Like he could play defense, he could shoot the three, he could pass. That chemistry that you see with Jalen Brunson is unmatched. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that could definitely work into the Knicks' favor and to make it run. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Josh Hart's addition to the team has been big for what the Knicks is looking to do into the second half of the season as we make this little run, because let me see if I can look up the standings. I just want to look at the standings real quick just to get the idea of the Knicks games played already. So 33 and 27, that's 60 games. So they have 22 games left in the NBA season. So when you think about that, I think the over-under is like 43 and a half. I think we could get to that 44 at least mark, So out of that 22, we win half of them, 11. So we're looking at just a 500 just to get to that, and that'll still put us over 500 for the season. But, hopefully will keep us at this little 6-5 spot, because I feel like with the Nets who are above us right now, they lost KD, they lost Kyrie. I mean, is it not realistic that they could drop in the standings? You know what I'm saying? Where they drop in the standings and now we come up. Now we could get to the 5 seed. So now the 5 seed would allow us to play the Cavs. Like,
now we were talking.
We could beat the Cavs.
Earlier today, we were talking about the Nuggets. And the success of the Nuggets after the Melo trade. I could totally see the Nets still at least getting to the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like just off of the fact of the performances of Mikal Bridges and Dinwiddie since they've been back with the Nets.
No, I don't think. I think if they've lost their star power, and I think where they've had some crazy outputs from Cam Thomas and Bridges, like you had said, I don't know if they can consistently do that. I don't
Gotcha.
know if they're. I don't like. They've only had how many games together, you know.
They're not gelled at all.
That? You know what I'm saying? Where
they might have individual play, but they might not.
Where we lost, where we lost 3 players. Those 3 players was absolutely getting no burn at all in the rotation, so it wasn't really an L at all. We got somebody that automatically came into the basically the starting lineup, and because he has the history of what's there with Jalen Brunson at the point guard, I mean, you could already see that, you know, I think it's going to make a big difference for us into the second half of the season, and definitely put us over the limit where we can make the 5 seed at least, and maybe even make the 4 with the Cleveland. But that's a reach. We would need Cleveland to lose some games with that. But if we are the 5 seed and Cleveland stays the 4 seed, and we see it the way it is, where you know, Boston number 1, Bucks number 2, Sixers number 3. I don't think those 3 teams lose those spots. They might, you know, flop around. You know, we never know at the end of that. You know, because Celtics is only a half a game up on the Bucks. You know, so maybe that can move around. But I think those 3 teams are locked in for those 3 positions.
Facts.
But the Knicks can move to the 5 and play the Cavs and beat the Cavs, and you know, be on a crash course for the number 1 seed. I think the Knicks is the type of team that, you know.
I feel the same. I think
we can make a run right now, and teams can fear us and not want to play us.
Yeah, I see us. I see us at least getting to the second round with this squad.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So we'll see what happens, but I think we could do that.
And I'll be so fucking happy, and then make it like a chase in the second round.
Yeah, but you know, also I want to, you know, I kind of want to I want to hold on to RJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been in a big shooting slump. Like, he's getting his little 17, 18, maybe 20, but he's shooting like 6 for 16, you know, 5 for 14. You know what I'm saying? Like we need better shooting percentage from him. I don't know if it's in his head mentally, and that's why I don't want to, you know, go at him and start killing him like maybe some other fans are. Like, I want him to, you know, build his confidence and be the type of player. Yeah, I know he is still young, but at the same time, it's like, you know, we kind of like held on to you, you know, and we didn't like, you know, give up on you. Maybe even in opportunities where we could have gotten players that are obviously better than you when you look at it with the gameplay right now, like a Donovan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? But we need better shooting performance from him. So hopefully he'll be able to get out of that funk and get back into it and be the type of player that I think he could be, but more importantly, be the type of player that he thinks he can be. You know what I'm saying? And you know, carry us, or at least be an asset or a big part into this run that I feel like the Knicks can make in this. Not even second half. It's probably the second quarter of the season, second, third.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope, like, even in the scenario of us getting into the playoffs, like, he's a difference maker. Like, if he, like, listen, if he's slumping, I don't want to see us get rid of, like, move him or bench him or do anything crazy with him. I want to let him rock, like, because that's going to fuck with him. You know, like, let it rock. You know, like, we're still getting W's with him. Like, I mean, we're not getting all the W's, but we're still getting W's with him slumping. You know, so, like, I think we're in a position where we could let him try to get his flow back. But, like, if he can come up big in the playoffs, bro, that's it. You good, bro. Like, come up big on the playoffs for us, and I'm happy, bro. Like,
yeah, I think
be that person.
No, I would have to agree with you on that. I think that's where we could.
It's not far away, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Shout out to the Knicks. RJ, we with you. Josh Hart, keep doing your thing.
Word up.
Shout out to Randall playing in the All-Star game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Julius, bro.
Grimes.
What team did he get drafted to?
Cool.
Julius.
I think the Lakers.
The late no. I'm saying for the All-Star. Then they do the draft.
No, they don't do it. It's at 6:00 tonight.
Oh, really?
It's right before the game.
I thought they did it last night. That's fire. They're doing it right beforehand, like on some park shit.
I think so. Yeah.
So they go there and they don't even know who the fuck they're playing for.
They don't know.
Ooh, that's kind of fire.
So I think
you don't know what team you're gonna be on.
Yeah. So it's like an hour and a half before the game. Like I think the game starts at like 7:30, and I believe the draft is at like 6:00 on the pregame.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it'll be live right there. So make sure you check that out. Something different this year.
Word up, I like that.
All-Star game. So it's gonna be fire. But let's get into a top 5.
Top 5.
We brought it down.
Facts. So we got a top 5 staying into the Knicks and Dimes, staying into the Knicks thing. We got a top 5 what ifs for the Knicks.
Top 5 what ifs.
Like if
for the Knicks in Knicks history.
Yeah, what if these things would have happened for us? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So at number 5, what if the Knicks was able to draft Steph Curry? What if he would have just fell to us one more spot? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like we missed him draft 1. Instead, you know who we drafted? Fucking Jordan Hill. That dude is gone. Not even the NBA no more.
Nope.
He probably lasted maybe 3 years.
Yeah. He ended up going to the Lakers for a little bit.
Yeah. He rode a little wave over there, but he didn't really do much. You know what I'm saying? So that's even worse. You know what I'm saying? So the draft that we had, pick that we had, we didn't even keep him on the team. Mm-hmm. As we see, Golden State, Steph Curry, he's been there his whole career so far. So thus far, he's been over there. And we
Jordan Hill was definitely not a top 10 pick.
Yeah, not at all. And we got him at 8. And we just missed Steph at 7. So imagine he would have fell to us and he would have been the same player that we've seen, crazy handles, crazy shot, just lighting the garden on fire. You know what I'm saying? If you thought Knicks tickets was expensive now, imagine if he would have been here. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would have been crazy. So,
I wish.
Number 5, I think like that. Number 4, what if we would have re-signed Jeremy Lin? You know what I'm saying? I think we didn't make an offer. I think part of like Carmelo might have had something to deal with that. That's what the rumors was, that he wasn't really feeling the love maybe that Jeremy Lin was getting with us. You know, he liked the Knicks on fire. Like what people definitely forget is like, you know, Jeremy Lin is Asian, and there's a big Asian community in New York City.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think that
he kind of had that like Yao Ming effect for a second in New York.
The Knicks were not complaining, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, like the only one that was complaining was Melo.
Yeah, and you know, he kind of like, you know what? He did get exposed in the Heat game in the playoffs.
Yes.
Like he got his pocket picked like 4 or 5 times. Like he couldn't even make a pass half court.
But given that was the
Heatles.
What I'm
saying?
You know, that was
Wade and
that's the fucking Heatles. Yeah, like that was like everyone knew they were gonna win that shit, bro. Like,
yeah, so you know, that's kind of what he ran into, and I think they hold it against him.
Yeah, we had like literally like the smallest chance of getting past the fucking Heat in the playoffs, bro. Like,
yeah, so but you know, we did need a point guard, and we never got a point guard even after that. So like that was kind of a fucked up situation with that. But imagine we would have signed him. You know, maybe that was the point guard that we needed, because he wanted going to Houston, because that was his only offer.
Bad. Also, like, it did not make sense for him to be
he
playing.
Going to Charlotte also.
For him to be playing with Harden. Like, you're talking about a guard. Like, I love Jeremy Lin. Like, I have no problem with ball dominant guards. You know, but Jeremy Lin like is a ball. Like, the only way he works is if he is a ball dominant. You know, like, and he will be holding the ball. Like, so other players that have been All-American for such a long fucking time are gonna be looking at this dude like, where the fuck did this kid fucking come from? Like, who the fuck does he think he is? Like, I've been working hard my whole life. Like, I've been the shit forever. I'm the ball dominant, you know? Like, they're looking at, you know, like, it didn't make sense, you know? So anyone with big egos, they weren't having Lin coming in in the picture.
Yeah, but, you know, insanity was real.
Yeah.
So shout out to him.
It was real.
Number 4. Number 3, imagine if what if LeBron's decision was to come to New York? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God,
if
bro!
LeBron would have came to New York and the decision, you know.
Did you tune in for that shit?
I watched.
Dog, I was sitting in front of the TV.
I was mad.
Looking up like this, like had both both fingers. Yeah, bro. Like
fuck out of here. But I mean, you know, if he came to New York, you know, like, you know, we would have welcomed him with open arms. We would have been there like, oh, fucking LeBron, thank you, bro. We love you.
Absolutely.
Shout out to you.
Yo, you kidding me?
You know what I'm saying?
You fucking kidding me?
Like, look at what you did. You went into 8 straight finals or 10 straight finals or whatever it was. So, you know, those finals would have been into New York. You would have had to assume, you know. So New York would have been on fire with that, and we would have got that ring that we haven't won since the fucking 70s, since before any of us was born.
Yeah, and we were like chemistry wise at that point, we were crushing it.
Word.
You know, like Amari looked fucking. Amari's Knicks wasn't that bad. You know.
Yeah. You know. Well, which brings us to number 2, the Melo trade. What if we would have never traded for Melo? You know what I'm saying? And I mean it in the sense that we would have kept Wilson Chandler. We would have kept Gallinari. We would have kept Raymond Felton. Amari was on all the smoke, and he made it clear, like, yo, when I had Felton, it was me and him going, and we was doing that pick and roll. That shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We was killing. The Knicks had a crazy run. They was doing their thing. We traded all of those players, and we got, you know, JR and Melo back with Chauncey Billups. Billups was a little, I don't want to say washed up, but he was definitely at the end of his career.
Definitely.
Where they even wound up signing him the amnesty check, and they let him go and shit like that.
Yeah, he went back to Detroit and had that one last season, and then he retired.
Damn facts. You know, JR did win the 6th Man of the Year award with us. So, you know, he did do his thing coming off the bench. But what we did lack that whole time was a point guard.
Mm-hmm.
We never had a point guard, and it was still to this day, only until right now that we have Jalen Brunson. Shout out to him.
Yep.
All of this time, we didn't have a fucking point guard. So
Felton, if you ever listen to this, bro, you were our last great point guard, bro.
Facts. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? By the time, you know, Jason Kidd was nice with us. You know what I'm saying? Even though
Same thing, though.
Same thing. Like that,
he was at the end of he retired with us.
Yeah.
His last season was with us.
Yeah, facts. As a player.
Yeah, so like
I feel
he knew he lost the step. So by the time he got with us, he lost the step. He came here for the check.
Yeah, but I mean it where Melo still comes but signs as a free agent at the end of that season.
Mm-hmm.
Like we keep that little core of players and then just Melo signs here. Even if we did lose a Wilson Chandler or something like that, or Gallinari where we was like, yo, we're gonna let you walk, we're gonna save this money, we're gonna sign Melo.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I would have let Gallo go and picked up Melo, bro.
Yeah, or Wilson Chandler, either or.
Nah, I'd have
because
too much love.
But it's the same type of player. Either or, not the same player, but the same position. So when you get Melo, he's filling in that 3-4 position, and Wilson Chandler and Gallinari are both playing the 3-4 type of player position. So that's what it would be. So imagine we would have did that number 2, and then I feel like, you know, that would have been the better path for us in the Knicks if we was able to sign Melo still, but as a free agent and not making that trade. And then number 1, what if Ewing would have hit that finger roll, bro? If Ewing would have hit that finger roll, or just dunked the ball, you know what I'm saying?
Fucking yeah.
Like you know, we could have, you know, beat the Pacers. We would have played Chicago.
It's fragile ass knees, bro.
Or Orlando had the opportunity to beat one of those teams and make it to the finals. I think we would have made it back-to-back years to play Houston.
Our guys' fucking legs were taped together. You know, like literally, his whole kneecap just had those. Remember those big ass fucking knee pads, bro? You know. He had tape all around that shit, taped the shit together, like make sure that the shit didn't break. But his shit's just like
this is Jordan coming back winning the 45. You know what I'm saying? Like we was killing.
Yeah.
We was killing, you know? So, you know, we was
You're talking about the retirement year,
our chance.
Yeah.
Retirement year. The first year we made it to the finals when Jordan the whole year the 1 year that Jordan didn't play at all, the whole full season where he was legit playing baseball and shit like that, we go to the finals. We lose to the Houston Rockets in 7 games. You know what I'm saying? We make it. You know, and I feel like that next year, when Ewing misses that layup, we would have been able to make it to the finals again. You know, like we had a nice little squad. But yeah, that's the top 5 for the Knicks this year.
Top 5.
Facts. Really quick, want to give a shout out to the MLB. Pitchers and catchers already reported, so you know it's gonna be soon for the Yankees and Mets. Yankees and Mets. Fucked it up.
No, you good, bro.
Yankees and Mets. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. Baseball season coming through soon. I know we only in February, but they already in Florida and Arizona respectively, and
it's almost here.
Word up.
Time to rub those hands and salivate.
Facts. And real quick with the trending, I just thought of this that I wanted to talk about it. Sorry I didn't put you onto this.
No, go for it.
But I had that big train fucking derailment in Ohio with all that fucking chemicals that was being released. And then you look at it from space and this big black fucking cloud. Did you see that shit? Like, that shit is crazy, man. Like, then you had another one in like Arizona or some shit where it's the same similar situation of toxic chemicals being released. Like that whole shit that happened in Ohio was basically turned every water within that area into hydrochloric acid. I seen one video of like news people out there and people was like legit saying like, where did all the birds go? Where do all the insects go? I don't see none of them no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's healthy over here. Like, this is a big situation. Like, FEMA needs to check in. Like, the president needs to say something. Like, something needs to be done. These people you need to get them billions of dollars that you always willing to spend on the war. You quick to spend $1 billion on the war. Like, no problem. Billions of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that. But all of these people that are living within that whole black cloud that you see, you need to move them out, displace them, put them where they need to be. If they need to be living in a fucking hotel until they're settled or they have that check to buy a new house, you need to pay for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same thing in Arizona. If it's bad over there, like the fucking water over there is looking like hydrochloric acid.
Word.
The fucking senators over there throwing bricks into the water and the shit is fucking bubbling. The shit is fucking bubbling, wilding out. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is serious over there, bro. Like, something needs to be done. Like,
yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, like fucking next thing you know, fucking people's pets are gonna be dying, dogs and cats. You know, people are gonna be dying, fucking babies and shit. God forbid. You know what I'm saying? Like all of this shit. Like that shit is a serious situation over there in Ohio. And Ohio is not that far from New York.
Right.
And they have that Ohio River that's over there. I mean, I want to say it's like maybe the Missouri River, maybe that's going through there. It's leaking into the Mississippi River. All of that shit is already done, flowed through, and is already into the ocean over there in the Gulf of Mexico. Guaranteed. Like water flow is crazy. Like think of a water stream on your street going into the sewer and how fast that water comes down when it's raining and it builds up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like all that water flows in mad quick. So imagine in a big ass river, like all of that shit is being affected, and all of that loss of life, and all of that fish that's gonna be fucking dead, or if they do make it, gonna have all them toxins in their body, and people are gonna sell that, and now we're gonna be eating that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, word.
Like that shit is fucked up, and definitely something needs to be done about that. I just wanted to say that because like America, this could be the beginning of the end of what we think is a superpower. You know what I'm saying? Of what America is.
That's why infrastructure is such an important thing.
Infrastructure is big,
and
that's the railroad and shit like that. Like you should.
Our railroads and our roads and all that shit is all so underdeveloped.
Both situations is from a railroad,
and we don't put enough money into it. And we have to realize that getting from point A to point B, whatever the situation may be, is so important and integral to our economy, to our fucking everything. Mm-hmm. And if we don't have that maintained and checked and stabilized, then we fucked. Mm-hmm. Like you can't put priorities over other essential shit. Mm-hmm. Like that's essential. That education, you know what I mean? Our fucking water. There sounds like things that are fucking essential, and you need to maintain and make sure that those things are fucking working before you go out and you do some other crazy shit. You know?
What you're saying is what we would think is the common sense answer.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the people with the bread, if their bread is not making bread, then they're not really trying to spend that.
No, you're right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody seems to have a hand in everything. And there's too many. Obviously, we already know this, but all politicians are bought. Let's be real. They're all bought. Everybody has a hidden agenda. Everybody is passed for what it passed in terms of laws so that people can continue making the money that we make. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother different situation. But with this shit right here, in terms of this is another big disaster. And I think they're truly underestimating the type of
damage
and the long-term effects of this type of shit and the catastrophe that it really is, that I'm trying to say. And when I'm talking about America in terms of what they're going through and whatnot right now, like the whole one, you have the Russia-Ukraine situation where Ukraine is really trying to fucking hold fort, but Russia is not backing down because they trying to live too. You know what I'm saying? And America needs that shit because there's a lot of people in a lot of these countries around the world that are tired of trading in the American dollar. You know what I'm saying? All the trade is in the American dollar, and that's what keeps our economy going. But other countries is trying to say like, yo, we want our money to have more value too. You know what I'm saying? We have natural resources, that kind of America lacks, and shit needs to get done. And this type of situation is making us very vulnerable right now with the railroad incidents in Ohio and Arizona, within the last, I would say, 2 fucking weeks. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we could get it together and not fall.
Yeah, and our prayers and wishes to all the people in Ohio getting affected by this.
Affected by this, because I know those people. Like if I lived over there, I'd be bugging the fuck out. Like I'd be having to walk around in a gas mask or some shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I would have bought one or some shit. Like I'm already exposed, but let me try to fucking minimize that exposure right now. You know what I'm saying? To put this on. So we see what's Fly High Hope, you showed me check-in. What up, baby? You already know we shouted you out. You already know. Check his page out. Fly High Hoagies on IG. Get that infused. Be on the lookout for the pop-up. You know what I'm saying? You already know.
Mm-hmm.
And
what's next on the list?
Blunt Yeah Skunt Yeah.
Blunt Yeah Skunt Yeah.
Shout out to Kush on the Blunt Yeah Skunt Yeah tip.
Yo, word.
You know what I'm saying? So we got one wrestling related. Shout out to Elimination Chamber just happening. We soon coming on to the fucking WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to try to do what I do with my boys. Shout out Johnny 5, Top 5. You already know. We do this little Royal Rumble pool where you put $20 in, you get 30 people, you get the number. So if you get number, shout out Kush 17. So say you get number 17. If the 17th person of the Royal Rumble happens to be Cody Rhodes, who wound up winning the fucking Royal Rumble, then you win the bread. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of fire, but it's definitely random. You're definitely taking a chance, but it's basically, luck of the draw, you know, but it is fire. We do it for the men and the women, so I think 20 each or 25 for the men, 20 for the women. You know what I'm saying? So it's like little $45, but it's fire. We might have to do a Jones Hour one with that. But Blanya Scania this week. Shout out to
Blanya Scania.
It's wrestling related.
Wrestling edition.
Wrestling edition. Blanya Scania. So we got some.
Let's get into it.
We got some. These are difficult. These ain't gonna be easy. So you know, I don't know where to start. I think we're gonna start with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah.
Or the Ultimate Warrior.
Ooh, Warrior Nation.
You smoking Warrior?
Hell no, Macho Man all day,
me
baby.
Too. Me too.
Hell yeah,
Macho Man too.
Hell fucking.
I'm with you on that.
Yo,
you know
Ultimate Warrior. I loved him when I was a kid. The older I got,
Hogan. I loved Hogan more as a kid.
But in general, like as a kid, I loved Ultimate Warrior. But the older I've gotten, he's gotten a little creepier. His character doesn't really shine through. Macho Man, I always love Macho. Hell yeah, bro. Over and over, bro. Yeah. I'm gonna go to Slim. I'm gonna go get some Slim Jims after the show, bro. Just to fucking honor
you know
Macho
what?
Man, bro.
I might just buy one and give it to you.
Hell yeah.
Fuck that. Yeah, I'm with you on that. So Macho Man or Ultimate Warrior, who you smoking with? We going with the Macho Man. Next one, Scott Hall or Kevin Nash, NWO. I'm going with Scott Hall. Rest in peace. That was my man. Yo, I love Razor Ramon. If you look at me, I might have to put up my fucking. I had the shirt, the Razor Ramon shirt as a kid.
You know what? Diesel doesn't get enough love, bro. I'm gonna go with Diesel, bro.
Or Kevin Nash, he was the man, bro.
He was the man.
That jackknife.
He was. I mean, you can't say he's the worst champion because there's people debate that he was the worst champion in WWE, WWF.
No, or maybe in WCW because you know it was kind of like in his.
Not even in WCW. Contract. Like his run as a champion on WWF, very short-lived run, you know. But there was other people that became champion like recently that aren't really, you know, like great, you know, in the last 10 years, you know. Mm-hmm. So. Like I really can't knock him that much, you know. He gets a lot of flack. I'm going Diesel, bro. So.
I feel you. I'm going Razor Ramon. I feel you on that. Next one, let's go female editions. Charlotte Flair or Sasha Banks. I am completely torn between this one. I can't even. We got Yo, was good. Was good.
Just look at it on your phone.
Cardi on the check-in.
Just open it up on your profile, on the Ozone Jones profile.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go Charlotte Flair, man. Like, and do smoke and get high and fucking start doing Ric Flair impersonations. That should be so annoying, but I'd enjoy the shit out of myself if I did that.
All right. Yeah, I would because I love Charlotte Flair, but I also love Sasha Banks. Like I really fucks with both of them hard body. I'm gonna go Sasha Banks though.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Sasha Banks. But Charlotte Flair, man, like, whew, I fucks with you hard body. Next one, Stone Cold.
Ooh!
Or The Rock. Stone Cold or The Rock?
I'm going Stone Cold, bro. That's something when I was a kid. I really wanted to drink with Stone Cold, bro. Like, I really wanted to kick it with Stone Cold. Mm-hmm. I'm going Stone Cold, bro.
Actually, I'm agreeing with you on that one. I have to go Stone Cold, too.
All the love to The Rock, bro.
You know, that other, what's his name?
What? Rock
it doesn't matter what his name is. You know what I'm saying? The Rock. You know, that was fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely. But Stone Cold, you know what I'm saying?
You got me, bro.
Man.
You got me on that one.
Stone Cold was definitely man. All right, next one. Let's go Montreal Screwjob. Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels.
I'm going, listen, like, I can't, I gotta admit, I was lame, bro. When I was a kid, Bret Hart was like my favorite wrestler when I was a kid, man.
Yeah, word.
My fantasy, like I had a dream. Remember how the motherfucker when he would like come in like his intro, he would take off his glasses and we'd put on a kid. You know, like it like on his way to the ring and shit. That was my dream. I was always like, yo, I'm gonna get Bret Hart's glasses one day when I go. You know, never did, bro. But still,
I wish too.
Yeah,
I wanted that. So I'm not gonna front. I actually owned the Bret Hart glasses.
I did too.
I
didn't own his.
Had the Shawn Michaels gloves, the red one, because I actually went through a fandom of both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Probably when they was at the tops of their career. I actually met Shawn Michaels, got a picture with him because I went to I would probably say WrestleMania 10. I'm probably like 10 or 11. They did it in Madison Square Garden. So when they had that little fan fest, they usually have the WWF fan fest. It was in the Jacob Javits Center. Shout out to Mama Bear, Mom Dukes. You already know. Took me to that shit. So I wound up meeting fucking Shawn Michaels and shit like that. Getting his autograph, the whole nine. You know? So that's why I have to go Shawn Michaels. That's why I have to go Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
I actually met him and shit like that. But Bret Hart, excellence of execution. He's the man, bro.
You know, and I doubt he smokes bud, but if he did, bro,
he's true Canadian. You know what I'm saying?
If
it was Owen Hart, I would go Owen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Owen. You know what I'm saying? Like I like if we was going better wrestler, it's definitely Bret Hart. You know what I'm saying? But
that's always an argument with
Bret
Hart.
Bret Hart, definitely the more
Bret Hart has always been the most
tactical.
tactical. Yeah, it's like it's him being a technician in the ring. You know?
And a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, and now the last one.
What we got?
Hulk Hogan.
Ooh.
Or Ric Flair. Now this is dumb hard for me because the kid in me wants me to go Hulk Hogan, but the OG in me is making me go Ric Flair. You know what I'm saying? And you know it. Not only am I going Ric Flair, but I'm smoking the Ric Flair weed that he's. Woo! Gotta do that.
Hell yeah, bro! Shout out to Ric Flair.
Facts. So
don't know the name of your bud company off the top of my head, but I'm still fucking with it.
Facts. So I think I'm gonna have to go Ric Flair.
Same, bro.
Facts.
I wish I could make an argument out of this. All right, but when it comes down to entertainment, all right, you're talking about two old school wrestlers. I'm more entertained by Ric Flair than I am with Hulk Hogan. You know, sorry. Not only that, Ric Flair kept it up for such a long time. You know, given like Hulk Hogan's back was like in fucking pieces the last like couple of years of his fucking career. You know, but like when it came down to Ric Flair, bro, one of the best of all time, bro. The best of all time. I put him above Hulk Hogan. No, I know you had that. You put Hogan high, you know, but like I gotta go with Flair, bro.
Nah, let's keep it a buck. Like Hulk Hogan was what boosted wrestling to the mainstream.
Definitely.
Without Hulk Hogan, it's still
you wouldn't
small
have
market little section in area.
What it is. You wouldn't have what you have today. Like he was the whole package.
Facts.
You know, like so good in the fucking mic, so good with everything. Like Hogan had it down. Like had the looks, he had fucking the charisma. Like he was a solid classic wrestler. You know, like one of the best classic wrestlers. You know, so like the dude was still like. Was the fucking American dream, bro. You know, that dude was American.
I am a real American. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. But when you think of like just legacy of wrestling, you know what I'm saying? Like even in Hulk Hogan's run, like at that time. Ric Flair's already like 30-something, almost 40 years old. Killing, like he doing it a long time. He went to DR, you know what I'm saying, and lost the title to the Dominican champion out there. He done it all over the place. Japan, even though Hulk Hogan been to Japan too. New Japan wrestling.
Yeah, he has. He loves Japan, bro. Like he actually liked it. Like I mean, he gave a lot of love. Hogan, at least, gave a lot of love to Japanese wrestling. They paid him a lot of money, bro. He's a huge star out there.
But what inspired me for this Bloody and Scunny edition of wrestling is tonight on like A&E, they're dropping like a wrestling biography, and it's about the NWO. And that kind of gave Hogan his second childhood, like his come through again.
I remember that.
And shit, because he was kind of like getting played out, and nobody was really fucking with that. All those little kids now they started to be teenagers, and it was getting corny and played out. And when he joins NWO and flips it, like game changer. You know what I'm saying?
That whole era, bro, was so ill. That was that's my childhood golden era right there. Like I was in 5th grade. You know, during that time, you know, 5th, 6th grade.
Yeah, I was probably like
dog. We were backyard wrestling.
Like freshman.
Yeah, and fucking in elementary school, bro. Like we would get together like on weekends. We would backyard wrestle. We would bring out tables. Like we would fucking do it all, man. Like we would have chairs. Yeah. We were fucking getting it in, you know.
Yeah, that was fun.
I was a WCW kid. You know, that shit was so big for me. You know, like wrestling was so ill when we were younger.
Yeah, I used to do that heavy when I was like in 5th grade, like 12. Shout out to my man Mike. We used to have the garage, and they would have the mattresses and shit, and we would all just be back there, fucking wrestling and shit, jumping off the fucking like bar and shit. Shit used to be bad fun.
Busting each other's asses,
shout
bro.
Out to wrestling and shit like that, but shout out A&E for dropping that.
Word. I'm gonna tune in.
I'm gonna have to try to check that out because you know I'm a big wrestling fan. And I think exactly 1 hour, the Jones Hour. Another one in the books, episode 97.
I'm not even trying to feel it like
you
that.
already know. Be on the lookout for the 100th episode. We're gonna try to still do something special.
Word up.
Be on the lookout for that bad guy bracket. Who's the worst evil villain of all time in real life, though, not like
Battle of the Bads.
Yeah, Battle of the Bad Guys. You already know. So again, appreciate everybody on the check-in. Shout out Kush, you know, that couldn't make it, you know. We sending that love to you. You already know, because we here for you, my brother, always. And Acid, love you, bro.
Man.
Books. Everybody that's checked in on the IG and on the YouTube, we appreciate that love too.
Bellissimo.
But we here, man. Another one in.
Bellissimo. 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 We're having some technical difficulties at this point.
Yeah, but it's not loud. So we're gonna just end the show without it. Oh no.
All right.